Aquarius. It's your girl, Javy. I reached us back. At it again with the general tarot reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Cancer season 2021, baby. Aquarius, just cut the deck and your card is there. When I was like tuning into your energy, it's just like, get to it. Like, just get to it already. There's something that you're wanting to just progress forward, and this could be the result of that Saturn-Uranus square. But yeah, I wanted to say Ace of Wands. So, but the Eight of Wands indicates things are coming in. The pace is picking up. Some of you, I feel like there's impatience, there's opposition. There may be haters, naysayers, other people's aggression, your anger. Things just moving really quickly. And be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising. And they're rolling out slowly. Hydrate. For daily tarot readings, check out my Instagram, justj_everything. And for other dope shit that I do, my website, justjeverything.com. Now, because it is Cancer season, we're only doing important astrological notes because this season is all about feelings and intuition, and we got a taste of that in Taurus season with our senses and diving into that. But here in Cardinal Water, we're executing what we've learned about our senses, how to tap into what our body and what the divine is telling us, what signs and wonders and symbols are to be deciphered and to be taken seriously. But either way, things are quickly changing, and it's interesting with Saturn being retrograde in your sign for Eight of Wands to be the first card out. There is like a shift in pace. And it's funny because I wrote down the slowdown is real. So for some of you, it may be a slowdown or a real like hard pick-me-up, it looks like. I wrote, it may feel like utter chaos, but you're being asked to pick yourself up and redo. And I did these notes weeks ago. So yeah, picking yourself up and redoing. There may be some sort of judgment or something that involves being judged, or a Taurus or a Libra, heartbreak or disappointment with the judicial system, something of that nature, or with someone, a manager or someone that is in power, maybe even a father or a mentor. Some of you are heartbroken about a commitment. Some of you are heartbroken about marriage, are heartbroken, and you're just ready to do something about it. It's like, okay, felt this, moving on, next. And now Saturn is retrograde in Aquarius until October 10th. So there is this clean slate thing that's happening. And it's like, yeah, it's a clean slate, but still, ouch. Ouch, but yay. Yay. That's a thing. And Uranus is still direct in Taurus. And there are still, you are still learning how to bob and weave these unexpected hits. Especially unexpected hits in the realm of what you have, what's yours, what you consider mine. Unexpected hits or endings in relationships, or in commitments, in friend groups, in business and money. And it's like, yeah, they're unexpected hits, but they also come with revelations, and some of them revolutions. And this feels revelatory. It is time to lean into this Mars and to tap into this Mars and Venus in Leo energy and get moving. And interestingly enough, for you guys, with Saturn being retrograde in your sign, I feel like there are less rules. So there is this bit of it, like a test of like how you operate when dad's down or when dad's asleep, that kind of thing. So revelations in how you earn money and within your values. So that is coming up. So hydrate, light it if you got it. First card out on the selenite throne to be explored is the 8 of Wands. So take a look at your pace. Things are shifting. Are you able to keep up? I just heard consequences for actions. So that's Saturn as well. The karmic bill is coming due for everyone. And some of us are getting harsher lessons than others, and it doesn't matter. That's just for right now. So don't be in a point of like everyone else around me is doing so well and blah blah blah, or you know, why woe is me. Miss everybody with the woe is me shit. It's Saturn is here. It's time for you to not, it's not about the why, it's about the recovery. It's about your resilience. It's about picking yourself up. It's about letting yourself attempt the redo. It's about starting from the fucking bottom so you can get there where you want to go. So take a deep breath. So we're asking for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Cancer season 2021. Next card out is the 4 of Swords reversed. What's coming in, I just heard sleepless nights. Some of you may be having a struggle sleeping, having a struggle with what foundations you had built. Some of you are struggling with your mental health. So some of you are really struggling to find a place that feels safe for some of you. The Devil and the 10 of Cups. Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. And it's like interesting because some of you, this is unrest. Unrest. Maybe there was someone with some kind of addiction or temptation issue. There may be, I also feel like there is a certain level of detachment, because this is Saturn ultimately, so this is you guys too. Granted, this is the Capricorn card, but the Devil being at the center of the reading is, this feels like an uprising of power is what this feels like. When you're willing to face your darkness, when you're willing to face your shadow, when you're willing to look at the things that restricted you. Pluto is also retrograde in actually Capricorn. So some of you, I feel like, may have heavy Scorpio or Capricorn placements. There may be also, okay, let me get through it. There is an uprising in power for you to really face your darkness and face what has kept you bound for so long. There is a detachment from your ideal of how love is supposed to look, how family is supposed to look, how family is supposed to be, how it's supposed to feel. There is a brand new beginning that comes in, an opportunity to start anew. This could be a new place, a new promotion, something of value being given, a job, you diving into divination and esoteric knowledge, really diving into into actual magic and into reinventing yourself. But there's also, let me get the final card. But there's also, I feel like, unrest within yourself. You also may be not having, there's something about coming in like disrupting your peace. I feel like it was like, I was good, I was fine, I didn't, and then all of a sudden like you came in and fucked shit up or whatever. But it's not about that, what that person came in and did. You have to look at like the layer beyond it. Yes, that person or that company or that entity or whatever it was, it may have misbehaved in some way or crossed the line in some way. But what we're here to do and what we're here to look at is to figure out why the red flag was ignored, or to figure out why you did it anyway, to figure out why you aligned yourself to something that felt unhealthy, or something that you questioned, or something that didn't feel 100%, or something that felt controlling. There is a need to look at why you were drawn to the darkness in something, and understand that there is a gift in that darkness. You are gaining something from this hellacious situation, whatever this is. This does not feel peaceful. I feel like you're not getting enough sleep. Whatever is coming in. Some of you, I just heard a bender. Do not go on a bender. That's not going to help you. You may be dealing with people who are going on benders, jobs, managers or supervisors or significant others who are battling addiction or depression or some sort of spiritual warfare. And by way of tapping in by way of being willing to face the devil, you get to acquire some kind of new light, a new level in your spirituality, a new relationship, something that feels really fulfilling. But I also feel like there's some of you, maybe there may be somebody else with heavy Capricorn or Aquarius placements, or you may be perpetrating as someone that is ready to be in a relationship, or somebody that is wants a certain kind of happiness but really doesn't. So be careful of trying to it's not even like turn a hoe into a housewife. It's like turn the devil into your husband, or turn the devil into your spouse, your partner, your wife, whatever it is. There is something, or even like starting a business with someone that you know that does shady shit or doesn't have their life together in some sort of way. There is a certain level of detachment that's happening here. And I know that Aquarius, detached, and it's like, no, this is actually like space. I feel like there is a difference, or a need to acknowledge the different kind of attachment and love styles. Like, are you trying to attach to something, or is something trying to attach to you, or are you trying to connect and be together and have this reciprocity and mutuality between you and a company, or you and a partner, or you and yourself? I feel like some of you are trying to stay in something to get another result. It's like, I'm trying to stay in this marriage for the kids, or I'm going to stay in this job for to see if this position goes up, or I'm just going to do this for another couple of years or months so that I can get myself together financially, or whatever it is. Or maybe somebody did that to you. Either way, what's coming in is the gumption, the fire, the drive, the motivation to really look at the ways that you haven't been taking care of yourself, of your mind, of your foundation, and really get to the root of the problem. There's been fear, opposition, darkness that has been in the way. And I also feel like you're not sleeping enough. You're not meditating enough. You're not really communicating. Some of you are in recovery. I feel like some of you have already faced this darkness, faced this devil, and you're still in recovery. And don't put a timeline on your pain. Okay? You heal as you heal. Just don't get into another relationship or get into another situationship while you're still recovering from an old devil, from an old temptation. And for others of you, let's say there's no relationship, there's nothing you're recovering from. Then what's coming in is some sort of toxic connection, or toxic person or an encounter that may tamper with your sense of peace and stability and mental health. Some of you, I feel like, are in actual recovery, like from substance abuse. And it has, of course, it hasn't been fucking easy. Of course it hasn't been. But anything of value isn't easy. And you're really doing what you can to clear out the previous energy and to clean out your closet, clean out your habits. And I do feel like those of you in recovery, there is temptation coming up this summer. Cancer season and Leo season. And you're really having to figure out that, okay, it's like some of you are really having to figure out how to party different. Some of you are figuring out how to have fun with other people, how to socialize, how to be around other people, how to acquire fulfillment on the other side of addiction or on the other side of abuse. For some of you, it's just like your ideal of love or the way that you thought that relationships were supposed to be has been so tainted because of a toxic kind of person. Maybe somebody with heavy Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius placements. Either way, I do feel like you guys are needing in Cancer season to prioritize your mental health. Prioritize your recovery. Whatever upsetting situation that you are recovering from, or if there's actual addiction and like some sort of program that you're in, prioritize your recovery, because this looks like a heads up that there's some opposition coming and there are some obstacles, there are some tests here. Saturn is currently retrograde in your sign, in Aquarius, and so there is something about what do you do when dad's not home? What do you do when you are left to your own devices? What do you do when the devil comes knocking on your door again? Do you make the same mistakes? Do you keep pacifying or justifying the same behavior? What is it? Because the moment that, like, this is the season to handle it. This is the season to really get to the root of the discomfort in your home, or to get yourself into a new home, or to get yourself into a more satisfactory situation. All right. Final card, final message for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Cancer season 2021. Take a deep breath, babe. Because this new cycle that's coming, it's going to require you to make different choices, and it's going to require you to detach yourself from some toxic people with toxic behaviors so that you can have a new way. There's a new path that wants to come in. And the divine is done seeing you make, sorry, but like dumb mistakes with dumb people. That's how it feels like. It's just like, it just feels like no more. You are not dumb. I don't know if there's somebody who's telling you you're dumb, or telling you that you're crazy for feeling how you're feeling, or someone who's trying to like get you to distrust your inner navigational system or your inner guidance. Either way, there is something about breaking the chains. Whatever chains that are present in your life. It may be a job. It may be within family. It may be with a spouse. There's definitely some of you, I feel like, and this is very few of you, but I do feel like some of you are like your ex has moved on, or there has been some sort of infidelity or turning your back on the old style of partnership, moving forward with, yes, okay, I'm gonna say it. Justice, 3 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Some of you are getting divorced. Some of you are breaking up. Some of you are done. Some of you by Leo season, I feel like the decision is made. The jury is like, the jury gets to a point where it's no longer out on this one. Whatever it is that you're questioning, leaving, or needing to face, or needing to get, to integrate, there is this decision that gets made. There is, and injustice comes out when injustice has taken place. So some of you have been wronged, and the universe is like, got you, bitch. We about to make this right. We're getting ready to recalibrate the scales, really get things equalized. And I feel like also some of you are just, what this is your family is feeling, it's like everything's great, but your family may be feeling really neglected because maybe you're working too hard, or whoa, that was it. Okay. Some of you, I feel like, are running away from your family because of like you just need a break. And so you're saying, oh, I'm going to go to work. Somebody may be saying that to you. We're going to take a look at it in the plunge and see if there's any like cheating or infidelity going on. But either way, there's definitely temptation here. Temptation that is going to require some big decisions. And justice says what is done in the dark will come to light. So if you move in any kind of shady ways, it's important for you to understand that you're about to reap some karma of that. Or if you have moved in shady ways recently or in unsavory ways, understand the divine got your number. And also the ones who have wronged you, the divine has theirs. So don't you go plotting revenge. Don't you go wishing for anyone's demise. The divine says, I got it. Karma is at work. By Leo season, you need to make a decision, though, if you want to pursue this legally. Some of you, there is something legal to pursue. And if you do it, if you do pursue it legally, it will provide, it'll provide a new foundation. Money, things to celebrate, happiness, freedom, travel. I feel like something is owed to some of you. And justice says you get what you are owed. And I also feel like what happens when you face this darkness and deal with this, dealing with any kind of addiction or depression or anxiety, Capricorn, Aquarius, domination, controlling, any of that nature, anything that seems like bedeviling or like you can't say no to or whatever, it's just like you can't, like it's just this pull, this lure. Be careful, because you may get what you asked for. I also feel like some of you are really learning how to execute and operate within your free will. Learning how to make choices for yourself. But it's just like, what has the heat on? What has the pressure on you? How are you pressuring yourself? What decisions do you need to make by Leo season? There are new ways to be happy. There are new ways to be fulfilled. And there is information, insight, truth coming in that are going to give you the tools to set yourself free. Cut yourself out of whatever stressful or unsavory situation this is and start building something new. Let's get into it. All right, Aquarius. Aquarius, let's get into it. I want to start by clarifying the 8 of Wands. What's coming in for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising specifically? Because I do feel like, first, some of you are like, it's not as crazy and dire as the other half of you. And so there could be something about vitality, about power rising up, about needing to tap into your free will, tapping into your ability to choose for yourself, to look at your dependency style. Are there any codependent or toxic attachments or relationships that are keeping you from having a certain kind of happiness or a new kind of happiness or fulfillment. And I feel like, okay, straight up, somebody is leaving someone. That is a thing. Or someone has left. And now there is an opportunity or a need to really handle things legally on the legal end. But what's coming in? Please clarify the Eight of Wands. How does that manifest for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Cancer season 2021? Like I said, there could be unrest, something about sleepless nights or something about not situations coming in that may tamper with your mental health. And it's interesting that this was on the bottom of the deck before. Y'all just heard how much I shuffled. What's coming in is a new ability or an ability to collaborate. And that may be what's going on with this uprising of power. This may be a new job or a new... I also feel like maybe some of you are pursuing therapy. Don't be afraid to do that. Don't be afraid to invest in self-help, in self-improvement in some way. House improvement, that could be something. Some of you may be getting a new house or being in a new living area, and there is a need to maybe get some work done on it. Invest in quality over cheap labor. A need to really like check people's references and make sure and check the reviews of who you use or who you call or who you collaborate with. What's coming in is an opportunity to collaborate in there or to create something new. And there may be some opposition, and that opposition may just be like, oh, this is unexpected. Oh, this is really like coming in hot. There may be some creation or something with someone with heavy Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements. But I do feel like make sure that you're not I say this all the time. Make sure you're not calling a plumber when your car breaks down. And some of you, I feel like what's really happening are there's opportunities coming in for you to create a new cycle in the physical plane. And it's time for you to really invest in quality people, quality materials, quality friends, spouses, lovers, jobs, hobbies, and quality sleep. Because I do feel like something is tampering with your mental health, something is tampering with the peace in your home. Please clarify the Four of Swords reversed. I feel like some of you are denying yourself the recovery that you need in some way. Some of you may be still holding on to old friends who do things that you can't do anymore. This could be as simple as, I'm married now, bro. I can't go out to the fucking strip club every night with you. That could be a thing. Or I'm sober now, bro. Like, I can't go to the bar with you anymore. And like we're going to need to figure out a new way to connect or a new way to have fun. Or I'm going to have to really like choose to cut myself off because I can't be tempted anymore. Or I can't be bound anymore. I can't be held back anymore. Please clarify the Four of Swords reverse. Definitely hydrate. Drink something. Wow. All right. Four of Swords reverse clarified by the World, the Ace of Swords, and the Lovers. Some of you are losing peace because something is over. There may have been some sort of temptation or codependency that was cut off, or you got word, or there was some sort of conversation that happened. Maybe somebody left, someone's traveling, but either way, some of you are losing sleep, or you're uncomfortable because of you've had to move, or you may be traveling and your travel accommodations may not be as comfortable as you had hoped, or maybe you just like, there could be messages from some old lover in the past, and maybe you're like losing sleep because you're up all night or traveling or something with that person. But And that could be a friend too, someone from the past. But it does look like there is sleep being, or peace being disrupted, stability being disrupted because an ending may have been harsh or may have come in harsh, and it may have started or stopped or severed a tie between something that you loved. But even how these are laid out next to each other, these two cards are so similar, and there is a difference in relationship style. Are you attached, codependent, needing something from somebody? Or is this just like you're here by like free will and divine right and love, divine order? I do feel like there's something off when like how you and who you may be choosing to partner with or who you may be choosing to collaborate with. There is, if you want the tea, start meditating. The information will come. It's there. It's access. And it's interesting because I feel like some of you and this may be the mental health thing that I'm picking up. There may be bipolar things that's going on, because this is a Capricorn and Aquarius card too. And I call this the Happy Cappy card. And so you may be dealing with someone's good side and someone's bad side, and like them shuffling in between, or you're, ramping up and like cycling quickly this season in some way. But there is just like, if you want the cheat codes are found in the spirit. So it's time to really do what you can to accept the reality, the truth that has come in, especially if it's about a lover, especially if it's about something that you love or something that you're passionate about, or something that you have maybe attached yourself to versus connecting with. And I'm going to let you guys explore what that means. But there is this need to pay attention to the ways that you love and the way that you partner. Please clarify the Devil. Because what are you attaching with? What are you struggling with? Are there addictions? Are there any codependency issues? This also could be like your sex life may be ramping up. That could be a thing. So that's awesome. That could be why some of you are losing sleep. That's what I felt like. There is this like a group of you that you're losing sleep because you're getting some. But are you getting some from who you fucking married to? Are you getting some from who you're in a relationship with? And that may be something that you're needing to ask somebody else. Either way, the Devil card is out to say, hey, it's time to face this shadow side. It's time to do some shadow work. And it has a lot to do with partnership, who you partner with, and how you do it. How entwined, how deeply controlled do you let yourself become? So it's time to really take a look at here. What do I fear? What do I worry about? What limits me? What do I struggle with? What am I being confronted with? What's a challenge right now? And I feel like some of you feel trapped, but you aren't. It's an illusion. Please clarify. And I feel like you can get out of this habit or this cycle or whatever this is. You can get out of it if you want to. Yeah, you can be done with this. But you know what's interesting is like you can be done with this, but some of you, like, there's a certain version of yourself that has to die in order for you to get out of this. Because the divine's like, no, okay, you're going to get a new lease on life. You're going to get a new lease on your mind, being able to be free, being able to like overcome all of this pain or this struggle or this illness or this darkness, this depression. You're going to be able to do it, but you're going to have to fucking choose it, and you can't go back. No going back. Because the version of you who even got into this situation isn't going to be the version of you that gets you out of this situation. So there is no going back. There are final, long-lasting repercussions to the decisions that you make this season. So it's important that you think everything through, and not just with your logical mind, with your spiritual mind. Look at how the Ace of Swords comes whenever he like gets in prayer mode or in spirit mode or in meditation mode. It's just like there are obstacles being removed that have kept you from listening to your intuition and from honoring the divine connection within you. Honoring I feel like things have been distracting you from big ideas, from new ideas coming in, from new ways of doing things. And the Ten of Swords here says there's an ending and a new beginning, a new perspective. And the Ten of Cups says there's a new way to feel, a new spiritual journey that's coming in, especially closer to Leo season. Please clarify the Ten of Cups. Wow, and it comes whenever you stop being willfully blind. It comes when you take the blindfold off. There's something here about keeping yourself stuck, because this thing here with the devil is just like, yeah, they've got chains on their neck, but they're not like bound, like he's hanging out. It looks like he could like take that necklace of chain off if he wanted to. Same thing with the Eight of Swords. It looks like the shit is falling off. It's like if you put some elbow grease, some effort into it, these bounds, these chains, you would see that they're not chains. It's your fear, it's your mind. And that's why this version of you can't come. It's this self-limiting belief, this beating a dead horse, trying to make something work that is just toxic at this point. Whatever it is, and I'm sorry, I don't know if some of you are getting emotional at this point. I'm sorry if I'm going too hard, but this is Saturn that is channeling here. It's like it's time to take the blindfold off and get yourself unstuck. And you'll only see that nothing was actually keeping you stuck but words, thoughts, fears, your mind, legalities. So now take a look at how you can legally get yourself free so that you can experience this fulfillment that wants to come in. Justice. Please clarify the Justice card, because the scales want to recalibrate, man. But they want to recalibrate after this karma is doled out. After you get to a point where you're not afraid to wield this sword of truth. Whatever information, and I feel like some of you definitely need to meditate, because there is some divine information that wants to come in from the spirit about the ending of something, about this next chapter, about this graduation, about this anniversary. There could be some sort of anniversary of something that maybe a sobriety anniversary, and you're just like, oh shit, I just hit this anniversary, and now there's this temptation that's coming in. That could be something for some of you. But either way, it's like, pay attention to cause and effect. There are going to be long-lasting ramifications for your actions. So think everything through. Be willing to look at everything for what it is. Take the blindfold off so you can go into making whatever big decision this is with all the facts, with all the knowledge, with all of the information that's coming in from your feelings, your senses, your intuition. And so that you can properly handle the injustices that you've encountered. Please clarify justice. Yeah, because and some of you, whatever it is that you're trying to break away from, it's going to be a fight. This is illegal. This legal situation isn't going to be like sweet and soft and swift. There is going to be a need to defend yourself, because I'm telling you, there is opposition coming in. And if you properly defend yourself, don't be petty, maintain the high ground that you've gained, you'll be successful and move forward into a new cycle. I love you. You got this.